Kurast and the Visions. After we left Luke Lane, me and Mashif sailed for Kurast. The seas were rough and the ocean seemed to block our way, but he was a master captain of his boat and got us there. Nothing like trying to sleep with the waves while walking the boat. The air was clean and salty, something I was getting used to. It would be several days until we reached it. I write in my journal to tell my story, how my journey goes. Diablo and his brothers will fall by my hands. Its goal is set in my eyes. The Lord of Terror himself will have a nightmare to fear. I slept most of the day, and the nights I would meditate under the moonlight. I calmed my mind and silenced the sounds around me and harnessed the visions. It was a great forge, and I took a hammer and placed gems on it. I smashed them, but a red piece survived. I took it upon me like a siren and put me in a trance. I would walk away from them, that hell of a ruin. I tried to see further, but something was blocking my vision, like my mind was protecting me. My chief shouted, "Land ho!" Kurast and his vast jungle was in eyesight. We eventually made port. I stepped off and was greeted by the headmaster of the dock. He told me the Kurast and how Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, was slowly corrupting it. Mephisto, the eldest of the brothers, the first to fall by my hands. Kurast wasn't like any place I've been. If I got lost here, there was no chance of ever leaving it. The force was alive, but not by nature, but the echoes of hell's minions. They were choking the life out of this place. As a necromancer to bring death is also the power to bring life. I would save Kurast in these lands.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back. So first of all, I do apologize for some of the trailer drops that I did, was it yesterday? I realized that my OBS settings for my volume was actually, like, really low, because I keep it low because of Stardew. So I didn't realize when I finally uploaded them how low the volume actually was. So I do apologize for that. I eventually ended up doing some test videos and figuring out it was the OBS volume that was extremely low, so... But, and I was out of town yesterday, so, you know, no video then, and then, thankfully I'm staying home today, so, so yeah, goals today, we're gonna knock out the, we'll get the, Jade statue, and we're gonna try to see how far we can get to getting the Gibbon in the Flare Jungle. Hope you guys enjoyed the little story, as usual. So basically, this will be new territory for Mavrick. You know, he's used to like he's used to you know, mountains and tundra and, you know, marshes and bogs and stuff like that, and forests. Where jungle is a little different. You know, it usually has a combination of a little bit of everything. So, you know, and you get lost in the jungle, you get lost forever. You know, and Kurast jungle itself is literally a hell of its own. So it looks like we got some boys with some, what's it looks like, smite. Who's carrying the increased damage? And like usually I always say, I apologize for the loud mouse clicking, but you know, pretty good. Oh, yeah, we got that already. But pretty guys are used to that already, so. Okay. We got that real quick. Awesome, awesome. And I end up watching Wonder Woman 1984 not too long ago. Wasn't actually too bad a movie. I mean, there's some areas where it could have actually been better, in my opinion. You know, but it wasn't too bad. And I ended up watching Willy's Wonderland last night. If you know what that is, I did the trailer drop for that too, which is a Five Nights at Freddy's movie with Nicolas Cage. That was actually a good movie. And I was kind of shocked at how good it would actually be too, because most movies that are made after games tend to be complete crap. But okay, let's see what we can do here in a matter of 20 minutes. Should be pretty much clear until next Wednesday, where I probably most likely will not be a video because I will be going out of town again. But you know, basically just work and then family stuff. So it's like, you know, there'll be some days where there won't be a video, so I do apologize. But I usually end up making up for it. Oh no, wait, we gotta get the the hell am I thinking, Gibbon? We gotta get the because that's this. No, that is that one. But we have to get the Kaleem's pieces. I don't forget about that. I apologize for the truck going by. I forgot because we have to make the flail. Oh god. I think Act 2 is bad. Trying to do an Act 3 and actually having to get all the pieces. Is it the Ragnar Lair or Spider Cavern? I can't remember which one it is. It's the Spider Cavern, but we need the waypoint. Hope you guys' Friday is going good. Hope you guys' Thursday went better than mine. Trying to do Easter shopping. Well, technically not Easter, but Easter like spring sale crap like that, where you know, discounts and all that stuff like that. It's just like, it's a goddamn nightmare to shop with people with. So, Mavrick's goal is going to be taking out Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred himself. And it'll be the first ones to actually fall to his hands. So down the skeleton thing. And so you can see right in the storyline, his visions are slowly coming to pass to see what he's actually doing. And, you know, he's, as the story basically explained, that he, you know, smashes a blue gem and a red gem, which, you know, in turns means that he's smashing Mephisto's soul stone and Diablo's soul stone, and that a piece survives, you know, and he carries a piece with him, you know, and that something is blocking his vision to see further into his own future, you know. But there'll be more to that later on, so. Act 3 will be a little more easier with the Necromancer because of, you know, having my mercenary, one, helps out a lot, but because you'll be getting swarms, unlike the Amazon, when I was somewhat struggling, you know, you're getting swarmed by like 30 plus enemies as a single unit, you know, you're going to struggle quite a bit unless you're playing something like the Druid 2, you know, or possibly something like the Assassin, where she has the ability to use her shadow and then throw traps down, which helps out a lot. So the one you would probably struggle the most with in Act 3 would be the Barbarian. Even with his buffs and stuff like that, he's still a single unit, you know, so he requires up close range and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure it's a Spider Cavern. We'll find out. And then after that would probably be the either Paladin or the Sorceress. Now I say that because the Paladin, you know, another unit, he's a single unit, but he has his auras, you know. But most of the time, most people are going to be building a offensive Paladin. So Holy Fire, Holy Shock, Holy Ice, Holy Freeze in this case, you know. So you have somewhat ability to wither them down or slow them down. Unlike the Sorceress, where, you know, unless you have a mercenary, you will struggle a bit. Unless you are planning to make a Fireball Sorceress in the beginning of the game, which is really nice, but sucks ass in the later in the game because most enemies are going to have a strong resistance to fire, so, and you will struggle in Act 4 if you play a Fire Source, especially once you go to Hell Chaos. That's why most people will switch over to a Ice Sorceress once they reach Act 4, and we are in the right cavern too, and we're making pretty good time actually. I have the ability to keep my enemies back away from me, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Just when I start coming into the sewers and stuff like that is where it's gonna really suck. Because then you start getting positions like this where your skeletons have to go in one by one and they just slowly start getting picked off. Possessed enemies, like I've explained before, cannot be cursed, so no matter how many times you try to throw a curse on them or anything like that, it will not work. So let's get the squishy eyeball. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will actually take that off your hands. Act 3 is actually really good if you're between levels, I don't know, let's say, what the hell level am I right now? 23? Probably between the time you leave Act 2, which will probably be around, what, 20-ish, depending how much grinding you actually do, so maybe 21. So, Act 3 is pretty much good for, I don't know, say 20 to 25. Once you reach about 25, the experience is going to start slowing down really quick, and that's where Act 4 is going to come somewhat handy. You'll gain somewhat experience in Act 4, but not a lot. You know, you won't start getting much experience in Act 4 until you reach Hell Chaos. And then, you can pretty much just grind out there and then struggle to fight Diablo is getting the goods if he drops any, and then we want to Act 5 for where it'd be like 30 plus and stuff. So, alright, so we got that. Let's see if we can get to that flare jungle. Down a few skeletons, but that's a-okay. Key. So here's a question for you guys, which I'll probably end up doing, and just because it'll provide a little more extra content, I'm just now thinking about it too. Would you guys care if I actually did, you know, my game walkthrough and stuff like that video, I posted that up and did like an extra bonus content video, like if I did like an extra, you know, game trailer or movie trailer reaction with it too? If you guys are actually interested in that, leave a comment below, and I might consider doing something like that. Give you guys a little more content to watch. And this time I'll actually get the volume right. What are you guys fighting about now? I apologize for being wet. I hate little tree stump pathways like that. It's kind of annoying. Mephisto will be interesting to fight though, because with your skeletons, you want to try to surround them as best as possible. Problem with that is because he usually has those enemies that are in the back, you know. And your skeletons will tend to wander off and fight them instead of fighting Mephisto, which is really goddamn annoying. So, come on, guys, start spawning in here. Thank you. Another ring there? Oh, I don't know how much. Were you able to get to flare? We have about 8 minutes left. Always I try to keep an eye on the time as best possible. Apologize for the vehicle going by. Sounds like someone's on their motorcycle. I don't know, just or a scooter, one of the two. How long way to go? Looks like it. Is this just one giant ass dead end? Seriously? Well, I mean, thanks for the well, but it's not exactly what I wanted. One giant dead end. Act 3, I swear. Apologize for another vehicle going by. I think. It was just echo in the distance. We have the Great Marsh. It's not exactly where I want to go. Which means that goddamn thing's gotta be around here somewhere. Usually if you run in the Great Marsh before the Flare Jungle, it usually means you're going the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure the way they designed the map is even if you go through the Great Marsh, you still end up in the Flare Jungle. It just takes you twice as long. So, which means that Flare Jungle has got to be around here somewhere. For So that's down there. Then it's got to be someone down there then. Wait, we have the waypoint. What the hell am I walking all the way down there for? Let me sell this crap real quick and we'll waypoint down there. Oh, Kalim's eye. Let me poke it. Ooh, 3 sockets. I'm not gonna ban that. Let's see here. Diamonds. Cast rates. I'm not really worried about it until I get my Poison Nova. I don't really worry about faster cast rate. We got to clear up some of this goddamn crap. I usually don't play the Diablo game offline. I usually end up playing Stardew. I'm on a gold play. Oh, one moment. Whew. I apologize. I had to sneeze there. Because this is the really only one. I stopped playing Battle.net and I'm getting bored of it. I try to, you know, always switch between games so I don't get burnt out on either one of them. Even stop playing League for a bit too. Been so goddamn busy, never had the time for it. So. And there's always stories to come with League. Okay. So it's got to be down here then. God, my God, at most, we can try to get the waypoint. We got about 5 minutes left, so. Assuming it's got to be up here. If it's not up here, then it's down here. Either way, it's got to be close because you don't run in the Great Marsh unless you run into my jungle first. Then again, it's a gamble too, so. You'll either get one or the other. Every goddamn enemy and his mother showing up. Look now. I'd be shocked if it's that way. Because once I unlock the Flare Jungle, I mean, I'm not going to proceed any further. If I do any grinding, I probably will do grinding Great Marsh just because, you know, it's not part of the storyline and it's an open area that I can grind into, so. Ooh, apologize, allergies. Where the hell is the goddamn Flare Jungle at? Oh, that's an end. How many balls? Mosquitoes! One of the most goddamn annoying insects in the world. Especially when the mosquitoes start buzzing like right next to your ear. You hear them right next to you too, and it's just like, get the hell away from me. It's either that or just that one random fly in your house that tries to escape but can't. Okay, it has to be up there then. What the hell? Did we really get that bad of a roll to where point I have to go through Great Marsh? I've never had to go through Great Marsh before. Seriously. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to be going through Great Marsh then, because apparently our roll is so goddamn bad. Flare Jungle's not around. And that one section right here, it can't be it. Because that's going to be totally blocked off. And we have like 3 minutes left anyway, so at this point it won't really matter. Yeah, that's all. God damn it. Come on, game. Seriously, you couldn't just give me a good roll. That's so goddamn irritating. Alright. Then what I'll end up doing is, like I said, Great Marsh is not a big importance till we get to the Flare Jungle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to eventually roll over to the Great Marsh, clear it out, grab the waypoints, find the entrance to Flare Jungle, and then in the next video, which hopefully should be on Thursday or Friday, depending how busy my schedule gets again, we'll start up for the Flare Jungle. So I do apologize, but hey, we managed to get the Jade figurine and we got Kalim's eye. But either way, I hope you guys this weekend will be going good. And hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.